Hi, my name is Ethan Reeves. I'm the developer of Extemp Genie, and in this documentation video, we're going to be looking at the article view and the PDF view. So as you can see, I have a couple articles open in the sidebar over here, so let's click on one of them to look at it. This opens the article view for this article. Let me just walk you through the individual parts here. We have the title of the article, the publication of the article, the date the article was published, if the article is part of your team box, which this article is, who it was saved by and on what date it was saved by, and the credentials of the author. And then of course we have the text of the article. And down here at the bottom, we have a URL for the article. That's about all there is to this section here. Let's look at the toolbar over here on the left. We've got a bunch of different options here, and a lot of these are very useful. We can add this article to a collection. That's Extemp Genie's organizational folder system. So if we click on that, we get this dialog right here, and we can search for a collection or browse one based on the folder structure. Let's hit cancel. You can add or remove this article from the team box. Your team box is your team's repository of files that automatically synchronize between all your team members. This article is part of our team box. I'm going to leave it that way, so I'm not going to click that button. We can go to the previous article. We can go to the next article. See, this is navigating us through the sidebar. Over there, you can see, cycling through the articles. Great. We can close the article. Don't want to do that right now because I'm still reading it. We can change the font size of the article. If you click this, it's going to cycle through 5 different font size options, from tiny to pretty big. That's useful for adjusting it to whatever your eyes prefer. The next option here is article margins. So this turns on or off article margins. So for instance, if we just want to pack as much text into the page as possible, we can toggle off the margins and then take us down to the smallest possible font size. And that gives us an awful lot of space. The final option in the toolbar over here is this one, which is clip article. Now, let me explain to you how this works. Usually in an Extemp round, you're going to have a ton of articles open, maybe 20-something articles, but there are only going to be 3 or 4 articles that you're really referencing a lot. The clip button here, when you click it, it'll move the article to the top of the sidebar and highlight it yellow. This is for articles that you're referencing an awful lot in your speech and you want to have quick access to. So let's click that button. There, we can see this article moved up to the top and is now highlighted yellow. This is really useful for keeping yourself organized during the round. All right, so that's all the buttons we have over here, but there's one more thing which we can do with an article. We can actually highlight the article's text, and it turns out that if that article is part of the team box, that's your collaborative team box, then all of those highlights will be saved and sent between all of your team members. So we just select a piece of text here. Let's get something useful. Here we go. Select this piece of text, this pop-up comes up. We can select one of these colors. So let's highlight this part yellow. And we can highlight this here, blue. Great. So you can highlight as much content in an article as you want. To remove a highlight, put your mouse over the highlight. You can see the cursor changes to this little crosshairs sort of thing, and then click on it, and that'll remove that highlight. Great. So that's about all there is to see with the article view. Let's look at the next thing in this video, which is the PDF view. Over here, you can see I have this article opened called Rolling Back the Islamic State. And if you look at this little icon right here, it turns out that this is actually a PDF, which I added from my local file system. So let's click on that and take a look at it. Here we have it. So this is the PDF viewer in Extemp Genie. You can add any PDF to Extemp Genie, and then that PDF will be automatically shared and synchronized between all of your team members because it's part of your team box. So let's take a look at this. Saved by Anonymous on Friday, June 9th, 2017. This is the original URL of the PDF. And here we can see we have the full PDF with images, charts, text, absolutely everything in here. Even maps and charts will render properly. So let's take a look at what is unique in the PDF viewer versus the standard article view. They're very similar overall, but there are a couple things I'd like to point out. First of all is right up here, we have a page selection. So you can jump to a specific page. Let's say I want to go to page 20. Great, now I'm on page 20. You can use the up and down arrow keys to navigate through the pages of the document. That's very useful. Other things that are unique for the PDF viewer. Right down here, we have this icon, which is Search in PDF. That allows you to do a Control F style search in the text of the entire PDF document, which is really useful because PDFs can be rather large. So this is an article about the Islamic State specifically. So let's search for Syria and hit enter. Great. Syria. We can jump through the results, and it'll take us to every page where that is. That's very useful. Next thing we can do down here, we can zoom in the PDF, scroll around. This is great if we're trying to look at a table or something like that, or a map. Let me find the map here. Zoomed in on this map. Go in, scroll around. We can then zoom back out. And those are all of the options that are unique to the PDF viewer. And that's all that is here in this video. I hope you enjoyed it.